This is Ride News Now. I'm Alison Haislip. Today, we've got our top picks from LA Auto, and we'll talk why Hyundai is shunning cars despite new science that says we literally fall in love with them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, here's the latest in all things mobility.
This episode of Ride News Now is brought to you by the new Harman Spark. Upgrade your current ride with in-car Wi-Fi, virtual diagnostics, and so much more. To activate yours exclusively with AT&T, visit the link in the description.
Did you somehow miss all the cool cars at the Los Angeles Auto Show? Okay, to start with, what the heck, where have you been? But luckily, you have us to get you caught up. Let's take a peek at the most talked about cars from this year's show. First, we have the Bollinger electric trucks. These things look like Lego mobiles built to withstand the zombie apocalypse. Of course, the Mustang Mach-E was controversial for not only being electric, but for the crime of being an SUV. Mustang was the original pony car. The Mustang Mach-E is more like a Clydesdale. And speaking of horses, the outrageous Karma SC2 concept car with its wild upward swinging doors claims it's got 1,100 horsepower. Audi had the slinky e-tron Sportback SUV, and Toyota showed off the 302 horsepower RAV4 Prime plug-in hybrid. 302 horsepower in a hybrid Toyota Sport Ute? You better believe it. Last but not least, VW brought the ID Space Vision. This seriously fast electric station wagon has 300 miles of range and rips from 0 to 60 in only 5 seconds. What was your favorite debut? Tell us in the comments. Now that I've spent a good 2 minutes going on about the latest cars, here's a segue for you. Cars are old news, according to some. Mobility is what all the cool companies are into these days. Hyundai is the latest car company that doesn't want you to call it a car company. No, Hyundai is now a smart mobility solution provider, whatever that means. By the year 2025, they're going to focus on smart mobility apps, services, and devices, which will include everything from phone apps for maintenance and finance to hailing ride shares and scooters to get around. The company's autonomous driving efforts will include robotics and artificial intelligence. Electrification will play a big role too. Hyundai is aiming to sell more EVs to young people for cheaper. There's even what Hyundai calls the Urban Air Mobility Division. That's right, airplanes in the city. What could go wrong? They're spending $51 billion on this strategy, so we hope they know more about it than we do. But you know what? Hyundai's got some smart folks, so I think we're good. Despite foolhardy attempts to put down cars, let's face the facts. They aren't going anywhere. Point in fact, do you have a pet name for your smartphone? Probably not. But there's a good chance you have a name for your car. Mine's Scarlett. As much as we love our phones and all the goodies tucked within them, it's those old-fashioned things with 4 wheels that tug at our heartstrings. Sigh. The MIT Energy Initiative warns that our feelings for cars could be a major hurdle on the way to changing how we get around. Why? Well, according to the study, most people still value the pride that comes with owning a car in America. More specifically, MITEI found that the value Americans place on the social status of vehicle ownership outweighs our interest in new mobility ideas like ride sharing. This warm and fuzzy car feeling crosses all generations too. Yes, millennials, look up from your phone because it turns out you really like cars too. Who says? Lots of smart people in MIT lab coats. That's who. This car pride actually poses big challenges when it comes to getting people interested in new mobility solutions. You know, all those handy things aimed at reducing traffic and the moments when you say some very bad words in that car you love so much. Balancing car culture and car pride with new means of transportation will require some clever matchmaking down the road. So, for the love of Scarlett, or whatever you named your car, let's try to share the space with some other cool rides, okay? Okay. For more tech news, join us over at Ride.Tech and be sure to follow RideTechNews on your social platform of choice. Crushed it!
This episode of Ride News Now is brought to you by the new Harman Spark. Upgrade your current ride with in-car Wi-Fi, virtual diagnostics, and so much more. To activate yours exclusively with AT&T, visit the link in the description.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Also, head to ride.tech for stories, reviews, and more news.